the second annual ceremony activities. We do Kathina robes offering ceremony like we do over here after the period of Vasa period as usual, roughly around October and November of every year. And this year it was on 24th of October. Due to a limited space that we have got in the monastery, we need to rent the public hall to arrange the ceremony to be happen. And also to be able to accommodate a lot of people who have come and join us on this ceremony. This year we have got around 500 people coming for this ceremony. And also we have got funding around 30,000 pounds sterling this year. The most important thing that I learned from this ceremony is not just only this. What I was really surprised is that, as I mentioned earlier, there is a multinationality in the OBV community. For example, Thai, Burmese, Thai, Sri Lanka, and other nationality. It is like when we work together, we totally forgot that how much different we are in terms of the languages we are speaking with or the nationality that we are. We have only one thing in common, that is the Buddhism, which is enough for us. We work together, we help each other to arrange the big ceremony like this. We use just only 10 to 15 people to arrange and accommodate 500 people in just 2 or 3 days over there, and plus 6 or 7 months. So one of the things that I am proud of is how far that OBV community has come. And it was one of the greatest experience for me that I had an opportunity to be there that time. So the next one, I turn it into the particular occasion activities. The meetings related to the missionary activities over there have been taken place at the OBV many times. For example, TBS UK, which stands for Theravada Buddhist Sangha in UK. So it is like a Theravada Buddhist community in the national level. We have some commitment and agreement together. We have to have the connection with the other monastery. I mean the other monastery nationality. For example, Thai temple, Burmese temple, Sri Lanka temple. We have to work together to help and support each other because we are such a minority when we were over there. If you compare, because most of the people in UK, they are the Christian, either Catholic or Orthodox. You will see the middle one, sorry. In the middle one, he is a chairman, which is Prajan Khemathammo, who is the abbot of the Forest Hermitage Monastery in UK. And the person sitting next to him on the right is Prajan Amaro. He is the abbot of Amaravati Monastery in UK as well. And it is Prajan Khammai. Prajan Amaro and Prajan Khemathammo, both of them are 2 of the most senior disciples of Ajahn Chah, the Forest Hermitage meditators, the Forest tradition meditators. This is the picture that we have the TBS UK meeting in 2016, which happened on September this year. Also, we have had a lot of opportunity to welcome a lot of senior monks coming for visiting the monastery from all around the world. For example, from Myanmar, from Thailand, from Tibet, from Bhutan, also from Sri Lanka. These are some pictures to show you. Rather than that, we still have some school visit activity at the monastery. So I am going to introduce some of the picture here. It is one of the school visit activity that we have had so far. The reason why, because of UK government, they encourage the schools to give an opportunity to the children to have the knowledge and to have an opportunity to learn the second and third religion. Most of the time, we give them an opportunity to give us an answer, to give us a question. And like, because everything about Buddhism is really new to them. So every question from them is really innocent. For example, some children may ask you like, why monks need to dress in this color? And have you ever changed the color of the robe before? And what do you do in the daily life or routine activity? And also they could ask like, where all the Buddha statue over here come from? Okay. And also we have some guided meditation by Prajan Khammai. And you can see that, as I mentioned earlier, most of the children, they have a concentration. Very good. The next one, we also have the individual ordination for individual person. Because in our tradition, we believe that for the sake of paying the highest respect to the parents, men have to ordain for that particular purpose. So this is one of the picture that I mentioned earlier. We have got one British monk staying at the OBV at the moment. It is Venerable Tita Vicho. So the Upachaya, he come from the Royal Jubilee Ramanai Temple from Thailand. The last one for this topic is the meditation retreat. OBV has run the meditation retreat for a long time. The first one is the weekend retreat, which is for 3 days, from Friday evening until Sunday of every weekend. Of the second weekend of every month, the schedule is quite strict as we follow as usual. We run the sitting meditation led by Pra Ajahn Khammai for at least 45 minutes per session, 3 to 4 sessions a day, including walking meditation. And we will close every day session with Dhamma talk together with the question and answer session. Our teaching are based on Metta mindfulness meditation, where it could be divided into Karuna and Mudita mindfulness meditation. Most of the people who come and join us are mixed nationality. The number of meditators for the weekend retreat could be up to 40 or 50, the number of people. But the maximum number that we can accommodate to staying over at the monastery is just up to 10 to 15 people. The rest, we need to rent some hotel or some accommodation nearby the monastery for them. And also we have got some community to come and support the monastery. For example, because during the weekend retreat, we have a lot of people come. So we need someone to serve in public. For example, for cooking for everyone, also for the monks, and cleaning and washing after the retreat ends. So these people are around 10 to 15 as well. The schedule, it could be the same as we follow as usual. We having breakfast at 6:30 and do morning chanting at 8:30. We do slightly late at the weekend retreat. Sitting meditation for 3 on 4 sessions a day. Having lunch at 11. And also we have only 2 meals, and also all the meditators have only 2 meals as well. After that, we do walking meditation and evening chanting. Also, we have some long retreat, which is a period around 10 and 15 days period of time. Prajan usually arrange the long retreat 3 to 4 times a year. When he is away, he will leave all responsibility to his assistant, which is Venerable Dr. Panyawangsa. So for the long retreat, we can accommodate much lesser number of meditators because all of the meditators need to stay over at the monastery. So the number it could be up to just 10. And also we follow the same schedule as well. So from this, beside this, I am going to talking about some important activity in European countries, which is mainly about Dhamma talk and meditation retreat. I had an opportunity to accompany him to Serbia for 10 days. The first 2 days he gave for a Dhamma talk in Novi Sad. The number of the participants is around 50 to 100. The first day is around 50 participants and the second day is around 100 participants. And for the day 3 until day 10, we arrange the retreat at some town in the Serbia. And the number of meditators this year, I went there in August, so the number of the meditators is 30 plus. And one thing that is interesting is that the number of the meditators become greater and greater every year. And also the same meditators who have come in the previous year, they are also come this year. So that is a good sign. So Prajan Khammai has been in Serbia for teaching and giving a Dhamma talk. This year it is to be year 6 consecutively. It is the ambassador of Myanmar embassy in Serbia. He came to send Prajan back to the Britain at the airport that time. And also this is a picture that show you that when Prajan came to Spain in Madrid to give a Dhamma talk, you can see that lots of people come and join the Dhamma talk. That is around 300 people plus. And one thing that is interesting is that at the end of every session, you will see that a lot of people come and ask about Buddhism, about Buddha teaching, about Buddha message that Prajan mentioned in the Dhamma talk. And this is the environment at that time. Also, he has been in Hungary for 10 years consecutively as well. It is for a decade already for this year. We have some meditators come and join us, around 30 or 40 plus as well, but this I haven't been with him with. Okay. Lastly, I would like to say thank you to all of you today that give me the opportunity to be a part of the speaker here today. And it is my first time here in Shan State and also in Myanmar as well. And I don't think it is my only one time. I will come back here again later on. And thank you all of you and vulnerable again. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now is the time for questions and answers. Does anyone have any questions?
I have one question I would like to ask. I am Tusai. You have been staying with our quite for a long time. That's why I would like to know the strength of our vulnerable when you are staying there. And I used to heard about pension, and the another thing is work hard. These two things I used to heard from others said our vulnerable have fulfilled enough in these two things. And I also would like to know one more thing from you. If you know more than that, and just tell me one thing, the strength of our vulnerable. The strength.
Sorry, say again.
I would
The
like to
strength.
know the strength, not the weakness. I would like to know the strength. Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
the strength.
Sorry for.
The strength of vulnerable.
Yeah, okay.
Well, thank you for your question. And to be honest, I have to say this. I have had a lot of bad experience about Buddhism before. And during the time that I decided to go to ordain over there, as I told you before, that I spent 3 days with Pra Ajahn in Bangkok. He just taught me some few words that it's still getting in my mind until now. That is, he taught me how to think in a positive way in whatever happened. One thing that I have adopted from his teaching, for example, when I was staying over there, I had some opportunity to go to the prison over there. There is a prison, open prison in the UK that is for the prisoner who is almost to come out. And that day, I was working in the construction of the OBV with other vulnerable. So I did hope to go, and I did hope to come. I did hope that someone come to ask me that, okay, are you ready to go to the prison with me? And no one come. And so, because of I am the most junior one, I couldn't ask to go there for myself. And at that time, I felt quite upset, to be honest, because it's like in Thailand or in here or in Myanmar, we don't have the open prison like in the developed countries, like in UK or European countries. So it was a very great opportunity for me to come and visit them. After that, okay, after I practice mindfulness meditation for a while, so after few minutes later, I can think this way. If I want to come to the present, I could come this year, I could come next year, or the years later on. But for the construction, that time we are making the carport for the OBV. That is some people that donate the material or the material to the OBV. So I think this way, for building the carport in the OBV, we don't do every year. It is the first time after first establishment for 10 years already that we just did the carport. So we can think like, how much I can participate by making the carport, by building the carport for the monastery. That is much more greater opportunity. That is much greater opportunity for me. So I think that is enough for me to put it into practice when I disrobe and come back to the Thailand. And one thing about Pra Ajahn Khammai that I would say that he is really work hard person. I haven't seen him stop working. Every time when I woke up and I have seen, it's like he also in the libraries or in the working table. And you know, sometimes because as I told you, I am the most junior one in the monastery. I need to wake up earliest and cooking for the monks. And sometimes I woke up a bit quite late and I come down to the kitchen and I saw Pra Ajahn. He was cooking. He was start cooking already. And he never complained me. He never shouted at me like, okay, why did you wake up so late? He never. He asked, okay, come and join and help me. It is the thing that I have learned from him. The strength of Pra Ajahn, for me, now I am a businessman. I think I have worked hard enough for myself. And after I spending 3 months staying over there, I changed my mind. Now I think monks could work harder than the businessman. And it is the evidence that I learned when I staying over there. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your answer and including your example.
Any more questions?
Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. And in daily schedule, I found that sitting meditation and relaxation meditations are included in daily schedule. So could you please briefly talk about the difference between sitting meditation and relaxation meditation? Thank you.
Okay, for sitting meditation, we do 45 minutes in the morning after morning chanting. And we also do another session for 45 minutes after evening chanting every day. Basically, we do sitting meditation on Satipatthana based on Metta mindfulness meditation. So I skip this part because I think you know a lot about this. For the relaxation meditation, I have read about the book that talking about some relaxation meditation. It could be different in some way, but in my experience, how to say it's like, because of all the meditators, most of the meditators, they are foreigner. And if we strict them too much about sitting meditation, they will give up to do meditation. So the relaxation meditation will attract them to practice in meditation. So So the relaxation